Good morning, I'm Brittany Jasenski, and you're watching NSRT News. Gattuso began his coaching career 25 years ago. By day, he was on the football field, but by night, he was working part-time as a police officer. It's opening day here at Saratoga Racetrack, and we are just 2 hours from post time. Behind me is the oldest thoroughbred racetrack in the nation, dating back to the 1860s. The Department of Recreation just added 5 new running paths at Washington Park, like this, for runners to enjoy. 200,000 people abandoned the game of golf last year. In fact, one golf course closes every 48 hours. Despite having a metal rod in his back left leg, Easy Rider is actually a 6-time world finalist. Easy, go around. Good job, Easy. Today, a group of cyclists crossed the finish line in Albany, completing a 12-day journey that began all the way in Buffalo, which is an accomplishment for anyone, but especially for a man with no arms or legs.
I just hope one person can get inspired. And I know it may be more than that, but you want to grab one person.
John Robinson was born a congenital amputee, but never once considered himself disabled. He founded Our Ability, which is an organization determined to raise awareness of the New York State disabled community.
Look at us for our ability, not for our disability.
Robinson was welcomed by hundreds of supporters from all over the state to cheer him across the finish line.
It's the little things that when you're out there and you have friends and family with you, and you know that's really important, and then to get this reception is wonderful.
John was accompanied by his wife of 20 years and his 3 children, which made the ride a little bit easier.
Actually, he went to Syracuse University. I was living in Toronto, and he rented a room next door to where I was living. So he's the boy next door.
You know, I wouldn't be on the bike if it weren't for my wife asking me to try something.
Not only is Andrea an inspiration and motivator to her husband, but she also plays an important role along the ride.
You know, she's loading the bike, she's making peanut butter sandwiches, she's carrying water, but she's also cheering me along.
Yeah.
That's what a partnership's all about.
And it's that encouragement and support that kept the team motivated to finish the 365-mile journey. They plan to do it all over again next year. The Valley Cats have the highest batting average in the New York Penn League, but tonight's game proved to be their most impressive performance at the plate yet. After 2 scoreless innings, Matt Hod got the offense rolling with a 2-run triple in the bottom of the 3rd. Score was 3-0 at the end of 3. Then in the bottom of the 5th, SEC Athlete of the Year A.J. Reed hit a 3-run homer, his 4th of the season. The Cats had a 7-0 advantage at the end of the 5th. Tonight's 14-0 shutout extends the Valley Cats' win streak to a season-high 5 games. This was the most lopsided win they've had since 2009. The series will resume tomorrow night at 7. 3 LPGA hopefuls got together this morning at Capitol Hill to play a few holes of golf in preparation for this weekend's SEFCU Championship. This is the 12th consecutive year that Albany will host the tournament, and it's one of the 20 stops on the road to the LPGA. Close to 150 women will tee off on Friday, trying to improve their placement on the money list. The top 10 finishers on that list at the end of the year will earn an exemption onto the LPGA Tour. The Tri-City Valley Cats welcome a new babe on their team.
Some guys would call me like Herm, Big Worm, just pretty much anything that rhymed with Herm.
AJ Reed has a few nicknames. Now they may sound boring, but they're actually a huge compliment and refer to another two-way player who you might have heard of before.
They say I'm like Babe Ruth, doing both.
George Herman Babe Ruth, one of the greatest baseball players of all time. The comparison because AJ was one of the best hitters in the country and one of the top pitchers in the SEC. He also plays first base.
I can't really imagine what I would do if I wasn't playing.
And fortunately, he doesn't have to, at least not right now. AJ was drafted this May in the 2nd round to the Houston Astros. That landed him a spot here in Albany on the Astros minor league team, the Tri-City Valley Cats.
That's every kid's dream, is to be able to play professional baseball. And right now I'm living that, and to be worth that much to a team is a pretty big honor for me.
As it should be. But this isn't the only honor AJ's received. He's also this year's National Player of the Year. which came after he had one of the top seasons in the history of college baseball. AJ Big Herm Reed and the Valley Cats will be on the road the next few days, but you can catch their next home game Friday, July 4th at 6:30. From Joe Bruno Stadium, Brittany Jasenski, NSR T News.